You know what? X is an adorable name, and perhaps a grown woman who named herself Whoopi should refrain from mocking a 4-year-old for the name his parents gave him.
I respect everything everyone is saying to me, and I don't want to fake apologize. I'm very upset about that people are misunderstood what I was saying. And it's not good for anyone, and it's not good for poor folks. It is not good for y'all because you become slave fodder. It's not a good thing. It's not good for women because you are now being told and dictated to, and you can't say anything because they, throw you in a jail or whatever. People got very, very, very angry and still are angry. I mean, I'm getting, all of the mail from folks and the very real anger because people feel very different.
What kind of name is X? Sounds cute, right? Well, maybe a grown woman who named herself Whoopi shouldn't be out here clowning a 4-year-old over the name his parents gave him. Whoopi Goldberg just had a meltdown right in the middle of a high-stakes courtroom battle, and this time, she might not be able to wiggle her way out of it. For years, she's been throwing shade at Elon Musk's personal life, thinking he'd just ignore it. But she never expected him to fire back with actual proof. And let's be real, Elon didn't just clap back. He came armed with receipts, legal muscle, and a lawsuit that has Whoopi squirming in the defendant's seat. Reports say she was even spotted crying in court. And honestly, no sympathy. Because let's rewind a bit. Whoopi didn't just stumble into Elon's crosshairs. She earned her spot by running her mouth about his 4-year-old son.
Yesterday, Elon Musk took his son X to a press conference.
X.
I did not name the child. And I don't want to hear any more mess about our names, okay?
And it gets worse. Elon already suffered the heartbreaking loss of a child to what he calls the woke mind virus. And now he's making sure Whoopi pays the price for dragging his kid into her jokes. Lately, Whoopi's been getting way too comfortable stepping into Elon's personal business. But this time, she messed with the wrong one. She went all in, dragging his kids, his girlfriends, and even throwing wild accusations about his mental health on live TV. Whether you love or hate Elon, one thing's for sure. When has he ever just sat back and let people talk? This man thrives on public battles, so, of course, he hit back. But this wasn't just a snappy Twitter comeback. Elon slapped her with a $900 million lawsuit and started dropping bombshell receipts that Whoopi definitely didn't want the world to see. And let's just say, she's probably wishing she never spoke his name in the first place.
You take aim at a 4-year-old? I mean, look, I get that he's operating at your reading level, but come on. At least have the decency to go after someone who's reached puberty.
Musk blew the lid off Whoopi Goldberg's secret business dealings. Court documents reveal that Whoopi has allegedly been in bed with certain media companies, the same ones that have been pushing anti-US narratives for months. Now, here's why this is a major scandal. For months, Whoopi's been on her soapbox, tearing into Elon for his business ties. But guess what? At the exact same time, she was allegedly cutting deals with the same powerful groups that have been gunning for him. And not once did she disclose any of it while attacking him on air. But when she stepped into court, Elon made sure everyone saw the truth. And trust me, that was just the beginning. Because what came next? That's when the panic set in. According to reports, Musk exposed even more, this time revealing that Whoopi has allegedly been receiving undisclosed payments from political and media organizations that have been orchestrating a campaign to discredit him. These transactions never meant to see the light of day, but now they're official evidence in the case against her.
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go f*** yourself.
But that's not even the half of it. Elon's team didn't just stop at exposing her shady deals. They pulled back the curtain on Whoopi's behind-the-scenes influence in pushing anti-US narratives on major TV networks.
This is not something I'd recommend, frankly. Yeah. I don't know what else to say, but but it is, and I'm just looking at this video and it's so bizarre.
Reports suggest she didn't just go along with the smear campaign. She allegedly lobbied producers herself, pressuring them to frame Musk as dangerous and unstable, all while secretly raking in money from groups that profit off destroying his reputation. And here's where things go from bad to absolute disaster. This isn't just political trash talk. Whoopi is now staring down serious financial ruin. Because Elon's receipts? They weren't just for show. These documents are legal evidence. And now Whoopi is getting a brutal wake-up call on what happens when you poke the wrong billionaire. She must have thought she could say whatever she wanted about Elon with no consequences. Big mistake. Word on the street is that she's been hit with a $900 million lawsuit over the defamatory claims she made, especially the ones about his mental health and personal life. And let's just say, Whoopi did not see this coming. Insiders claim that when she was officially served with the lawsuit, reality hit her like a ton of bricks. And when she finally realized just how deep in trouble she was, she broke down in tears, right there in the courtroom. And no, this isn't some small-time lawsuit she can brush off. The financial damages alone are massive. We're talking millions in legal fees, potential settlements, and everything in between. But honestly, that might not even be her biggest problem. Because if Elon wins this case, Whoopi might be looking at a permanent ban from her favorite show. If the court rules in Elon's favor, Whoopi might have to pay up big time. We're talking serious financial damages. And let's be real, billionaires love making a statement with lawsuits like this. Now just imagine the ultimate humiliation, Whoopi being forced to go on TV and publicly apologize to Musk. And let's not pretend Elon would accept some half-hearted scripted statement either. No way. If she loses this case, it's not just about the money. Her reputation is toast. Who's gonna take her seriously after this? Every opinion she's ever shared will be questioned, and people will start looking at her past statements sideways. But the real damage? The court of public opinion. Think about it. Who's gonna hire Whoopi after she loses a high-profile defamation case? The entertainment industry thrives on credibility, and if she's found guilty of spreading false claims, it's not just about losing cash, it's about losing trust. TV networks, sponsors, producers, they don't want to be associated with someone legally exposed as a liar. And if you think Elon's just gonna let this slide, not a chance. He's not the forgive and forget type. So how's the public reacting? Well, let's just say Whoopi's not getting much love right now. Social media is on fire, and the majority of fans, not on her side. People are dragging Whoopi for starting a fight she couldn't win and not thinking through the consequences. And let's be real, the comments? Absolutely ruthless. One person straight up said, she gets what she deserves. Another user didn't hold back, writing, Goldberg's biggest problem is her mouth. Hopefully it'll cost her the view. And it's not just random fans chiming in. Major media personalities and influencers are jumping in too. Some are even saying Elon is doing exactly what needed to be done by making an example out of Whoopi. Let's be honest, Whoopi severely underestimated Elon. She probably thought she could take a few shots, get a few laughs, and move on like nothing happened. But instead, she's now staring down a lawsuit that could straight up end her career. And the worst part? It might not even be over yet. So what's next for Whoopi? Can she even come back from this? Well, here's what we know. Her legal team is in a brutal position. Insiders say her lawyers are scrambling to come up with a defense strategy because they know this case could turn into a total disaster. And as for Whoopi, she's desperate to shut this down before it spirals even further out of control. Whoopi is already feeling the heat from ABC News, and it's not looking good. Big companies hate controversy, and having Whoopi's name tangled up in a legal battle with Elon Musk? Yeah, that's not the kind of attention they want. Some reports are even saying that ABC is cutting ties with her completely. And here's the kicker. Elon might not be done yet. We all know he doesn't just let things slide. Insiders are buzzing that he's sitting on another bombshell, one that could completely destroy Whoopi's public image. And knowing Elon, if he's got something, it's gonna be massive. So, is Whoopi about to somehow escape this mess? Or is this the beginning of the end for her career? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more explosive updates.